So this video is about my time in Mune and Hoi An. It's just going to be one video because there's really not a lot to talk about Mune. So I ended up going to Mune because the girls I met in Dalat, who I mentioned previously in my canyoning video, Izzy, Carrie, and Emily, were going there next. And I really liked them, and it was kind of nice to have people to hang out with. So I just went along with them to Mune. I'd still make that decision again because I had a blast with them, but Mune is really nothing special. I'd probably skip it. It's really just a place to party, and if you're like me and you drink once and then you're like, okay, I'm done, it's not a place you want to be at. It was really fun. You got to hang out by the pool all day. I did something I never thought I'd do, which was a pillow fight where you sat on a big pole with a pillow and you smacked each other to try to get each other to fall into the water. So I participated in that. It was pretty fun. Would I go to Mune again? No. Would I tell people to go to Mune? No. The one thing there is to wake up really early and go see the sunrise over the sand dunes, or you can go in the afternoon to see the sunset. I opted for the sunrise because I heard it was prettier and more comfortable in temperature, but honestly it wasn't that great. It was okay, nothing spectacular, but it was really cheap, so I can't really complain about that. But yeah, Mune was okay. I overstayed, I think. I should have left after a day or two instead of spending, I think I was there 3 or 4 days. Just because I was with friends, so I was having fun. And it was fun, but not a lot to do. If you're not there with people you like, there's nothing to do there. So I'd skip Mune unless you're with your friends and you want to party. We stayed at the Mad Monkey Backpackers, which is like really well known in Vietnam. They've got them all over the country and in Thailand apparently. But I haven't been to Thailand yet, so I can't say. But it was okay. Nothing special, nothing great. I'd skip it. So after Mune, I went up to Hoi An. Hoi An is where my motorcycle accident happened, but I loved Hoi An. Really beautiful city, beautiful lanterns. I was there during the Lantern Festival, which happens on the full moon, so I have a ton of pictures and a couple of videos of that. Really beautiful. I really liked Hoi An. It was a fun city to walk around. It was much cleaner and felt safer than Saigon / Ho Chi Minh City, which it didn't feel unsafe in Ho Chi Minh, but it was really dirty. There was one day where I swear a rat about this big ran across my foot. So that didn't happen in Hoi An. Hoi An felt like a smaller, safer city. Hoi An's also known for its clothing, so there's tons of tailors literally everywhere who advertise clothing made to fit you. I had 2 bathing suits made, a 1-piece and a 2-piece. I had a cute little like shorts and top made out of this really pretty floral material. I also had a pair of overalls made, which are pretty cool. I really like those. And then I had a little romper made and a leather jacket. The leather jacket was the most expensive thing, but it was just amazing and I love it. And so I really liked my time in Hoi An. I did a lot of just kind of exploring and stuff. I took 2 day trips while I was in Hoi An, one up to the Bana Hills and Marble Mountain. That trip was really cool, kind of. The Marble Mountains, gorgeous. Highly recommend. It was absolutely beautiful. I really liked my tour guide and it was just gorgeous. Really interesting hearing about how new most of that stuff was though, as a way to like ploy tourists to come. But hey, it works. So really beautiful. The Bana Hills are weird. Super weird. I have some footage of me at the Bana Hills, so I'll insert it as it's relevant, but super weird place. It's like an amusement park, but without the park part, or without the amusement part maybe? I don't really know. A really interesting kind of weird place. Themed like France. And they have rides, and I have footage of me on one of the rides. And it was like a carnival ride, like that you'd find at like a state carnival. Like not great theming, very rickety rockety, and there's only one place where all the rides are. It's in one building, and it's got 4 stories of rides, and all of them are kind of that same makeup, like just kind of gimmicky, like rides that just don't seem that great. I don't know. It was really weird. And then a lot of like arcade games, like mobile arcade games and stuff, like Dance Dance Revolution and the Giant Fruit Ninja and like that stuff. And it just was really weird to walk around there and just kind of feel like you're in another, like, it just felt strange. and I didn't really like it that much. It was weird. And the couple I was with, it was only me and a couple who went to the Bana Hills. Like, you started the morning at Marble Mountain and then people went different places. Some people went to Monkey Mountain, which is probably where I should have gone. But the Bana Hills, they advertise, they have these really cool bridge. It's held by these giant hands, which are made of concrete. So they were poured. Like, whereas when you see them, you think, oh my God, somebody carved that. You know, they're poured in concrete. Kind of a letdown as well when you find that out. Me and one couple, and the tour guide was like, oh, people can spend up to 2 hours here. And me and the couple both looked at each other and were like, no, that's okay. Because it's just really weird. So I have some footage and videos I'll attach in here and narrate them as necessary. But honestly, the Bana Hills were very strange. Marble Mountain was beautiful. Would do that again. Bana Hills, probably not. So it's April 16th. It's been a while since I've filmed anything where I'm talking to the camera. I'll talk more about like my second day and stuff, but right now I'm in a place called Sunland in the Bana Hills, which is in Da Nang, in Vietnam. And I did it as part of like a tour where in the morning we went to Marble Mountain, and now we're here. And it's the weirdest thing because I think I came into it with the wrong expectations, because they don't tell you when you sign up for the tour that there's an amusement park on it, or that's what it is. Like, it just seems like it's going to be these like really beautiful like statues and pagodas and stuff. So you get here and you take this giant cable car up to the top of this mountain where these really cool like sculptures of hands are, which are like pretty cool, and there's like a bridge and stuff. And you start walking and it's all like fake French stuff, like very like Palace of Versailles, like esque stuff. It's all fake. It's all from like the 90s and 2000s and stuff. It's just weird. It feels very like out of place. I don't know. It doesn't really have like an explanation or anything. It just feels out of place and weird. And then we took another cable car to the French Village, and there's like one building which I'm standing in the basement of, and there's like amusement park rides in it, but not like, I don't know. I'm in line for one, but like, and then there's like giant video games and like arcade games and stuff. It's absolutely bizarre. And then the rest of it is just like themed like a French village, and you can like walk around and eat food and stuff. It is so weird because there's genuinely no explanation when I booked the tour that this is what we were going to be doing in the afternoon. It's just really random and weird, and I don't know. So I'm going on a ride. I'm in line for a ride called Adventure to the Center of the Earth. It seems to have a really long line, so I think that's a good indicator of it being like a popular ride. So I'm really intrigued to go on it and see what it's like, and yeah, just kind of have a wander around and see what the sun world of Bana Hills is like.
very well executed. Kind of looks like something you'd see at like a small town carnival or like a church's haunted house, but you're on a cart going through it. So like decent, not great. I have to shoot this thing. Yeah, so you shoot the little flashing things, and they keep score. Touch you, which is not ideal at all. This is a very weird room. It's like a mirror, so you can't really see where you're shooting. Yeah. Things happen, like that one. Oh, it doesn't smell very good in here. It's just good 3 floors. I walked around the bottom 2. I'm on the top floor now. It's just kind of weird. Like, it's mostly carnival games and like arcade games and stuff, which is fine, but just a bit odd. Although people are very good about waiting in line, so it's really nice. But I don't really have a desire to just like play arcade games. Especially I'm by myself. Like at Disney, being by yourself, like it's hard. At least you're at Disney, you know. Theming is beautiful, it's all really good, and it's not indoors. It being indoors is kind of weird, and it doesn't smell very good. I think because there's like food and like people smushed together. I don't know. It's just a bit weird, really. Just kind of a weird thing. It just doesn't really make sense to me, because then outside of this little room where all of these like games and rides are, like look, there's like one of those like things that takes you up to the top and then drops you, and there's a rock climbing wall and stuff. Like, outside of this, there's like a faux French villa. It just doesn't make any sense. See, so this is the main square of it. A lot of it is under construction as well, which isn't very sightly. Can't really blame them for that, though. But yeah, so it says Sun World, which, does that logo remind you of anyone? Yeah, it's just like little shops and restaurants and stuff all mimicking the French, which is interesting because Vietnam was occupied by the French for so long, so I think it's interesting that they've kind of turned that into a theme park in a way, but it feels like a theme park that someone said, you know what's popular? Theme parks, without really understanding that you need like rides and stuff, and just instead having one building, which is that building, that has like games and rides in it.
The second day trip I took in Hoi An was scuba diving, and I've never been scuba diving before. I've snorkeled a couple times before, but never scuba dived, and I really liked it. I was really scared. I was gonna like get nervous, especially because they tell you like if you have anxiety you have to let us know, and I have anxiety, and I just, you know, I wasn't sure if it would make them stop me from doing it, so I didn't mention anything, which I probably should have, but you know, whatever, blah blah blah. But I thought, oh, it's probably because it's really scary or whatever, but I honestly was fine. I had a moment of like, when water got into my mask, but after that, I was okay. So, saw some really cool fish. I got some footage, but my GoPro was really hard to work when you're like actually underwater and you're trying to press it and it's a touch screen, so it's like, you know, like it's really cool, but I don't know, it just was having trouble underwater, which was a bit annoying because that's why I bought this one, so it would work underwater, but oh well. So I got some cool footage of some fish and stuff, so I'll put that in here. Yeah, and that was really my time in Hoi An. I did a lot of just kind of exploring and stuff. Let's see if my journal says anything about Hoi An. Nope. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.